Wait a minute, Toff. Where does the big run go to? The mountain, said Jack. I told you. He sneered. Don't you want to go to the mountain? Relaf said, sensing the rising antagonist, understanding that his was how Jack felt as soon as he kissed to lead. I was think of the light we'll be stumbling about. We were going to look for the best. There won't be enough light. I don't mind going, said Jack hotly. I will go when we get there. Won't you? Would you rather go back to the shelter and tell Biggie? Now it was relief turn to flush, but he spoke desperately out of the new understanding that Biggie had given him. Why do you hate me? The boy stirred unusually as tough. Sometimes indecision had been said. The silence lifted. Relapse, still hot and hurt, turned away first. Come on, he led the way and set himself as by right to hack at the tangle. Jack drove up the rear, this plan and brooding. The big truck was a dark tunnel, for the sun was sliding quickly toward the edge of the world, and in the forest shadow were never far to seek. The truck was broad and between, and you ran along at a sweet through. Then the roof of leaves broke up and the hilted. Bruching quickly, looking at the view, that breaked round the head of the mountain. There you are. The boy beat each other. Dubfly Relaf made a decision. We will go straight across to the platform and climb tomorrow. The member agreed, but Jack was standing by his shoulder. If you are frightened, of course. Relaf turned on him. Who went first on the castle rock? I want to, and that was dying. All right, who want to climb the mountain now? Silence was the only answer. Seymour, about you. We have to go and tell Biggie. Yes, tell Biggie that. Simon went. We have to tell Biggie in case Robert Bell. They were going straight back to the platform now. Not, of course, that they were afraid, but tired. Relaf turned back to Jack. You see, I'm going up the mountain. The word came from Jack visually as tough they were across. He looked at Relaf, his tiny body tensed, his fire held as if he surrounded him. I'm going up the mountain to look for the best now. Then the super me sting the castle. Better word coming. At the word, the other boy forgot their urge to be gone and turned back to simple, the fresh robe of true fire in the dark. The word was too good, too bitter, too successfully daunting to be ripped. It took Relaf at low water when his nerve was relaxed for the return to the shelter and the still friendly water of the lagoon. I don't mind. Astonished, he heard his voice come out cold and casual, so that the patroness of Jack tone felt powerless. If you don't mind, of course. Oh, not at all. Jack took a step. Well done, said by said, watched by silent boy. The two started up the mountain. Relax, stupid, we are silly. Why should only to go? If we find anything to won't be enough. There came the sound of boy scuttling away, astonished. A dark figure Side by side, watched by silent boy, the two started up the mountain. Relax, stupid. We are silly. Why should only to go? If we find anything, two won't be enough. There came the sound of boys scuttling away. Astonishingly, a dark figure moved again. The tide. Roger, yes, that's true. Then one more they said. Out they climbed the slope of the mountain. The darkness seemed to flow round them like a tide. Jack, who had said nothing, began to shock and cough, and the gaze of Wyatt set all three slippery, real-life eyes were blind with terror. Issue, we are on the edge of the burnt badge. Their footsteps and the occasion breath were to rip up small level of death. Now that the stupid again Rolaf had time while he coughed to remember how silly they were. If there was no beast, and almost certainly there was no beast in the case, well and good. But if there was something waiting on top of the mountain, what was the use of them handicapped by the darkness and crying only stick? We are being forced out of the darkness. Come the answer, Windy. Irritably, Relaf shook himself. This was all Jack's fault. Course I am, but we are still being fooled. If you don't want to go on, said the voice. Seriously, I will go up by myself. Relaf heard him mocked and hated Jack. The sting of a shoe in his eyes, tiredness, fire, angered him. Go on then, we will wait here. There was silence. Why don't you go? Are you frightened? A stain in the darkness, a stain that was Jack. This hushed itself and began to draw away. All right, so long. The stain vanished. Another took its place. Rilla felt his knee against something hard and rocked. A sheer trunk that was edged to the touch. He felt the sharp cinder that had been bark pinched against the back of his knee, and knew that Roger had sat down. He felt with a hand and lowered himself beside Roger while the trunk rocked among invisibly edged. Roger, incommunicative by nature, said nothing. He offered no opinion on the beast, nor told Relaf why he had chosen the calm, undismayed expedition. He smiled set and rocked the trunk gently. Relaf noticed a rapid and infuriating tapping noise and realized that Roger was banging his silly wooden stick against something. So they said, the rocking, tapping improved you, Roger and Relaf, filming around them. The close sky was loaded with stars, save where the mountain punched up a hole of blackness. There was a slighter noise high above them, the sound of someone taking again and dangerous straight on rock or ash. Then Jack found them and was shivering and croaking in a voice they could just recognize as his. I saw a thing on top. I saw a thing on top. They heard him blunder again. The trunk was rocked violently. He lay silent for a moment, then muttered, "Keep a good look. It might be following a shower of us. Better round them." Jack sat up. "I saw, I think, bulk on the mountain. You only imagine it," said Olaf shakily, "because nothing was below. Not on, not any sort of crouching." Roger spoke the jumped, for they had frozen him a frog. Jack giggly and shudderingly saw frog. There was a noise too, a kind of plop noise. Then the thing bulged. Olaf surprised himself not so much by the quality of his voice, which was even, but the deprived of its intention. We will go and look for the fire. Time signs he had first know Jack Relaf could feel him hasten. Now his voice spoke for him. Of course, he got off the trunk and led the way across the landing, silently up into the dark, and the other followed.